mystery of creation just is. Through you as well, through words, actions, names and breaths. It is not by accident. Your intellect cannot perceive of the great mystery and the billions of expressions it takes on earth. No one, absolutely nobody could ever and would ever dare to claim that she can speak with certainty about the Great Spirit, the primary source of creation, and its manifestations through all matter and energy, visible or invisible, as a divine mother, coming with all her qualities of destruction and rebirth, of shadow and light, of love and compassion, of tearing down and building up anew. Let us tune with this. I wake up in the morning. I pray to Spirit, the primary source of creation, and ask to be given a drop of bravery and compassion so that I can face ego destruction. Divine Mother, please assist me with observing the masked self, the mental space that I have obtained during this early life, and the mental space that is floating around me, produced by other people or stuck on the earthly plane throughout human history. I call upon your qualities of understanding, compassion, and austerity, so that I can meticulously observe my earthly self, to recognize its way of functioning and prevent it from controlling my words, actions, and behaviors unconsciously. Let's get to work. You're not asked to, neither can you, change your mind space all at once. Just observe the assistance of the One, of the Divine Mother. You need to be brave. Midday comes. I'm going to practice false identity awareness to the here and now. She, the Divine Mother, is helping me with observing ideas, beliefs, and mind patterns of myself and others without judgment, in order to stay away from comparisons and competitions. My own female energies, my either being a man or a woman, can guide my human experience to the gradual destruction of the egoic self and show me the way back to the soul that I really am. Memories and parental traumas, stains on a white sheet. You have been educated to seek attention. I cannot blame you. What else could you possibly have done? A white sheet of paper you wear, and people, parents and teachers, schoolmates and relatives started writing on it. This is the human conditioning. For you, it was a reproach at an early age. For you, it was being slapped on the face. For you, it was losing your father quite early. For you, it was having been raped. For you, it was going through serious illness. For you, it was being left handicapped after an accident. For you, it was being rejected from friends at school. For you, it was being pressed to eat up your food. I see you. I embrace your mental, emotional, human conditioning. Let's move on. Education, madness of superiority. You have been raised to search for superiority in your so-called achievements. I cannot blame you. What else could you possibly have done? Looking all around you, and you shall see no human version can possibly be superior than the others. For you, it was a master's degree that you never used. For you, it was a promotion at a job you never liked. For you, it was performing on stage with a local superstar that nobody among 1 billion Indians would ever recognize. For you, it was getting a scholarship from a prestigious foundation that does money laundering through your studies. For you, it was getting some 1,000 views of something or some billion likes of something else. I see you. I embrace your mental, emotional, human conditioning. Let's move on. Sexual life, ignorance that builds walls. You have been raised without care nor knowledge for your sacred, intimate potential. A newborn ship condemned to learn through experience. I cannot blame you. What else could you possibly have done? Nobody could have possibly been hiding behind the corner, tenderly guiding you not to fall into abuse, exploitation, violence, heartlessness, taboos, distorted male energy of aggression and sex consumption, distorted female energy of pleasure denial and dependency. For you, it was being inappropriately touched by a friend of the family. For you, it was being denied sexual intimacy after becoming a parent. For you, it was consuming porn. For you, it was religious barriers for pleasure. For you, it was being laughed at, your physical body. For you, it was always having had feelings for the one who wouldn't equally have them. For you, it was having not said that no you wanted to say. For you, it was being forced to sex through religious stereotypes. For you, it was going to bed to achieve whatever. For you, it was to never have experienced mindlessness during intimate moments. Let's move on. Perception of abundance, losing the here and now abundance you already have. You have been raised to think that abundance is money, Western money. You were probably born in a house with a TV set, and you lost the infinite expressions of abundance that you already have in life. I cannot blame you. What else could you possibly have done? Distorted, manipulative, fearful currents of how to be abundant, stepping on others for more commodities, ignoring your own abundance. Please redefine. For you, it was giving birth to 2 children when I couldn't have one. For you, it was tearing away food when I was born in an African village with only 1 fountain of water for 3,000 people. For you, it was a 3rd pair of shoes when I walked barefoot all my life. For you, it was going to college when I had to get to work at the age of 6. For you, it was to never be left jobless when I was to be having sex for money at the age of 12 to contribute to the family's income. For you, it was to see the trees of your garden give fruit when I outlived with rice and eggs. Let's move on. Arrogance, seeking glory of your masked self, wanting to change the world persistently as if your mask were the appropriate to do so, control the future, and create more masks like your own, like mine. When I couldn't stand myself, my human self, my own mask, not for a second, if I could see it, in its wholeness, my mental emotional entity, the sum of my fears and the surrounding fears of my field, my family, my country, a dreadful entity following me wherever I go, an entity created throughout this, my earthly life, no better, no worse than yours. Listen and allow acceptance of the human mechanism. Don't get angry. In the afternoon, I see the myth. All this is my mental emotional space. It has been created on earth, no better, no worse than other people's. I see it. I accept that there it is. I cry. It comes naturally because I'm losing all my lies. Let's move on. The evening embraces me. I'll give myself an example. There is one flower, one of the many, that only blooms for the Divine Mother, the Rose of Jericho. It is truly longing for its connection to the whole, with spirit in all its qualities, as a great balance between the God and the Goddess. It is running along the desert, waiting for the right moment, the timing of joining the Goddess, the Divine Mother of all creation in her infinite possibilities. The dry plant will then again drink from her waters to consciously be a part of creation, and within this unity, it will feel her majesty again, her warmth and compassion. It will resurrect and be born anew. Search for the longing of the Rose of Jericho. It is just like me. It is you. No matter what your personal story is, no matter what your personality and life conditions are, no matter your mental emotional conditioning. At night, I call upon the Divine Mother. She is the one to destroy linear thinking. Dear Mother, please support my body-mind experience during this transformation. Speak through the soul with your subtle voice. All creation and my whole being has chosen the divine light and the path through the hardships of this earthly life. The soul has indeed the power to always be exactly where you want it to be. Please ground in all my being the blessings of the here and now earthly experience. Remove my fears towards the core of planet Earth so that I can understand and recognize my human shadows, and through them, thank you for all the lessons I am taking during this path of transformation. From the heart of the Goddess directly to my heart, and from my heart to the heart of Mother Earth, and from there to all humans, animals and plants. My body, mind, and the soul are made to express the divine love in all ways. Heart prayer to the Divine Mother, the One in all her qualities of the Mother, to allow her infinite destructive energies to penetrate the whole being of your children, to spread her divine colors on the canvas of our human lives, to be expressed within me and everywhere around me. I invoke her compassionate love her purity alone, her grasp of peace, her ways of giving abundance, her joy beyond reason. Mothers, may we all be, destructive and rebirthing, till the end of times. Dear Diary, good night.